In this video, I would like to introduce the research of online test system. Teachers in the school usually they spend a lot of time and efforts to prepare a test, sometimes because they don't want the students from different semesters to exchange the information about the test. They needed to recreate the test items by items. So it takes a lot of time and effort for them. Online test system research aims to automatically generate items based on the knowledge map teachers created. So teachers can pick up the generated items and create their own test quickly and easily. I would like to introduce the online test system via live demonstration. At the end, I will also talk about the possible next steps for the research. The online test system can be accessed via onlinetest.isverygood.org, and you can request an account by yourself as a teacher, so you can try the system. Now I would like to log in with my account. I just register. Once I log in, I can see the course I was assigned by the system. Currently, all the self-registered teachers account has the same course. The name is Intermediate Biology Level 6. Of course, it can be changed by using administrator account. So the first things that we needed for course is associating to a knowledge map or many knowledge maps. So when you click on associate knowledge map, you will see nothing because we haven't created any knowledge map yet. So when I click on knowledge map, you can see I don't have any knowledge map yet. I can create a knowledge map from scratch, but I decided to import the knowledge maps which created by other teachers and shared with us. When you click on import knowledge maps, you can see there are several knowledge maps created by other teachers, and they are willing to share with us, with other teachers. As you can see, the name descriptions are in different language because online test system can support a multi-language. So I would like to import the first knowledge map into my course. Once I import the knowledge map, I can go back to the knowledge map and I can right now see that I have a planned knowledge map. I can edit it, rename it, or duplicate it, or even delete. The second thing I want to do is to edit the knowledge map. So when we click on editing knowledge map, you can see a knowledge map actually is composed of concept hierarchy and concept schema. So basically, we have a different node, and the node will have relationships with their parent node. For example, the root of a plant is a part of the plant. Besides part of, we also have a type of relationship. Also, you can take a look at the concept schema. When you click on the concept node, you can also see its concept schema. You can add as many as possible you want. So for example, when we click on stem, you can see there are two schema. One is vegetative organ. So stem is a vegetative organ, and the stem can transport water. Now we want to associate the knowledge map to our course. So we can go to the course and associate the knowledge map that earlier. So we can select a any numbers of larger map we want to the course or the unit. Then, as a teacher, we want to create a test. So let's go to create a test by clicking test. We need to choose the courses we have, and we can create a new test. In the new test, we can put the test name, for example, first quiz. That is for unit 1, 2, 3. And the mark, I give it the mark for 20. And the start date will be, for example, September 29th. Starting time, let's say, how about 5 a.m. in the morning until 11 a.m. in the morning. And then we can create the test. Once we created the test, you can see the test information, and also you can edit or delete it. Of course, a test needs to have items, so we need to click on action and generate items. After we generate items, we can activate the test so students they can take the test. On the other hand, if we don't want to use this test, we can just deactivate it. After the test end time, we can click on mark test to mark students' results. When we click on item generation, actually the system is now capable of generating lower cognitive level items, for example, the list or the classify, and the system can generate a multiple choice question or true-false question for that label. So basically, we just need to choose something. For example, we can choose root. And then we can choose what cognitive label we want to generate item. For example, classify. And then we can choose multiple choice, single answer, something like that. And then we can submit. As you can see here, the system automatically generated the item. The item is an object is a vegetative organ and can absorb water. What is likely to be the object? So there are 4 options. One of them, root, is the correct one. And then we can choose another one. For example, perhaps we can choose something like string. And we can choose, for example, a list. And we can choose a true-false item. When you choose a true or false item, you can choose either you want the item's nature is correct or not. We can submit it. And you can see there is a generated item. Steam has a sprawl. True or false? Actually true. Once again, let me try another one. For example, let's try the shape. So when we try the shape, I would like to use a list and a multiple choice, multiple answer, and we can see. So shape, there are 2. Shape has a sprawl, shape has margin. Let me try one more time by choosing leaf. And I can choose list and multiple choice, multiple answer, and then generate. Now we already generated a lot of items for the test question bank. We can click on test question bank to see the generated item. So as you can see right now, we have Sting has a sprawl, that's a true or false question, and also we have other questions like which of the following statements are true about shape? That is, shape has a sprawl, shape has margin, none of the above. Or which of the following statements are true about leaf? Leaf has shape, leaf has margin, and the leaf has a sprawl, and none of them. As you can see, I can choose which one I want to have included in my test. So I check the first 3 items, and also I check the number 6 of the following statement are true about, and perhaps I also check 7. And then I can go back to add it into my test sheet. Once I added the items to my test sheet, they will be gone from the test question. So I will know that which items remained in the item bank I didn't use. Now I go to test sheet. The first thing is I need to change the mark. So for example, I have 20 marks for this test. So probably this one is for 3, this one is for 3, and this one is a multiple choice question. So I give it 4, and then that is 10, and another 2 are 5 because they are more difficult. And then I can choose the correct option for the for the item. And then I can choose all of the 5s. At the end, I can submit the items. So I will have the test sheet ready. The next steps for the research of online test system are including we want to generating higher cognitive level questions automatically. And also we want to evaluate the usability of the online test system and its feature by gathering and analyzing students and teachers' perceptions toward them. We also want to integrate the online test system with our earlier research, auto marking research, which is a service that can automatically mark students' short answers of open-ended question by comparing its semantic meaning with teachers' answers. At the end, we're also looking for collaborations in terms of doing pilot studies and experiments with us, co-authoring conference journal papers for the results of pilots and experiments. We also look for people who want to adopt the system into their regular educational process and settings, which can be considered as pilots and experiment for longer term research. If you want to know more about the research, you can take a look at these 2 papers. If you have any question about the research or you want to give it a shot, you can just write me an email. Thank you for watching.